Check out MsDBZBabe on YouTube. What makes Vegeta so sexy? Rather than have me and Jay on this video talking about Vegeta, because we've done that enough times, the question has popped in my head, and I figured the best way to answer this question is to actually get a female's perspective. So on this video, I will answer or attempt to answer the question, what makes Vegeta so sexy? Because like future Trunks, Vegeta is so beloved by fangirls, and I have one of them on here right now. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented MsDBZBabe, also known as Maria. How are you, love?
I am doing fantastic, and thank you so much for inviting me. Teehee.
All right. Well, thank you for being on. And you are, I consider Jay. I met Jay before I met you, Super JAYAIN, and I considered
Mhm.
him the biggest Vegeta fan I knew. And then I met you, and I'm like, wait a minute, I think we might have some competition here.
That's right. I've been a fan for in the 90s. Grew up with Dragon Ball, of course, like most in Toonami, and I've been obsessed since I saw him on the screen.
And that's why we're talking about him. So
Yeah.
let's talk about Vegeta. So what was it? Let me ask you, before we talk about the specifics, what was it about Vegeta when you first saw him that drew you to that character?
Um, well, I first saw him, came home from school. My brother was watching Dragon Ball. I was like, what is this? I was like, yeah, it's a show, whatever. I just watch it. So I sat down, and then once he was on the screen, I just looked at it and was like, that guy has crazy hair. Also, he looks kind of cute. It's like instant, like he's kind of interesting. And
Uh,
and then right away this was during the Frieza saga, so he was like fighting someone, I don't know, probably
like
Kui, what's his
Zarbon?
name?
Oh, Cooey.
No,
Okay.
I think it was Kui. I first met, well, I first met him. I first saw it, and just him like doing that finger zap. I was like, shit, this guy's badass. And then from then on, as I was watching, I was like, oh, he's a bad guy. He's probably not gonna live. Then he dies, but then he got, well, before he died, he started crying, and I was like, damn, there's more to this character than I thought. And then I don't know. From then on, it just stuck, and like I was obsessed. And then I go to the internet. There wasn't much going on, but what I could find, like some little fan sites, I was hooked, and I just kept reading, trying to find more information. And like I don't know, it was just at first sight, even though it's an anime character. But I don't know. I just grown to really like him, and it hasn't stopped. It's been many years.
Well, now with Dragon Ball Super, he's getting like a renewed push because
Oh
he's
yeah.
he's one of the top guys. And so what do you think? Okay, I did a video about Bulma. You like
Yeah,
that video, Bulma and
of
Vegeta.
course.
And I was gonna ask you about that. What do you think makes Vegeta so attractive to not just to women, to men? Like what is it? Why do you think he's so damn popular? Because I think he might be the most popular character in the whole series.
Nowadays, yeah. Well, I think they did a survey once, and in Japan he was number one, like early on, and then here in America they did some like voting thing in a magazine, and Goku won. But I found out Vegeta was popular like since the beginning, I guess, in Japan, unless I'm wrong. That's what I remember or recall. But I guess why people like him, girls and boys. Well, he's a prince. I mean, that's top of the line right there. It's like, oh, okay, he's royalty, but you feel bad because of that backstory. Um, I don't know. You get a sense of he feels more. I think he's more relatable, maybe, because Goku's like, haha, whatever.
Kind
I'm
of
very
dumb.
cheerful. No one's like that. I don't think people can relate to Goku compared to Vegeta. I mean, everyone
Yeah.
has their bad days, and tantrums, and like I don't know. I relate to him more. What
You
else?
relate to him in the sense that you enjoy fighting all the time and
Well, okay, not everything.
okay.
um, People used to say, why do girls like Dragon Ball Z? I mean, come on, they're guys, buffed up guys,
That's
strong
true.
guys. Like, who wouldn't want to watch that? People always used to be in oh, a girl. I was like, no, no, come on. So Vegeta, I don't know. Pride, Prince, badass, doesn't take shit from anyone. I don't know. It's just he's the strong type. He's not a wussy.
Well,
Um,
I was gonna ask you about that
he
because
cries. He's emotional. Like he's everything. Like he's so developed to me, the most developed character in the series.
He's like a real person, is what you're saying. Unlike
Yeah.
everybody was a caricature.
Yeah, of course.
Now I wanted to ask you because I've done a lot of research in my time about evolutionary psychology and relationship psychology, and I've also done field work as well. And one of the things that I found very interesting about Vegeta, I wanted to ask you your thoughts on this, is that I've noticed that a lot of women, and I'm not speaking for you, you would have to answer this yourself. I would never do that. But a lot of girls really like kind of the guys who are quote unquote bad boys. They like guys who are very, very strict and very, aggressive because they think that, or sometimes they're right in that they kind of have that like soft, mushy side inside of them, and the girl kind of wants to bring that out of him. Like, do you think that there's something to that with Vegeta?
I would think so. I mean, throughout the series, would you ever think he was gonna fall in love with someone? I didn't think so. But then when you find out, that's a whole other like thing to love about him. Like, wow, he actually can show that, and I mean, not really show it, but nowadays he can, like in Super, like they're really showing it, which is what so many fans I've heard been wanting. Like Vegeta Bulma fans, they're just like, after all these years, they finally let Vegeta and Bulma have like this like relationship. They just never, Toriyama never really showed, because I guess he doesn't like the lovey-dovey stuff too much.
He's not very good at it, but
he's not good at it. But like,
you're talking about episode 2 specifically, right?
Yeah, 2 and
don't touch my Bulma, right?
Yes, of course.
What kind of qualities do you feel that you would take from Vegeta and apply to like the perfect man? In other words, what is it about Vegeta, if he were real, in your opinion, that would attract you to a male that's like that?
I guess the sense, the pride, I guess. I guess because he hides it. I like that. You know what I mean? You want a little mystery in your man. You don't want to know every little detail, I guess, yet.
Take notes, guys. You're
you
right.
want to find out, what's going on, or intimate conversations, and find out later on, something new and exciting once in a while. First of all, if I want to find someone, it's not always looks the first thing, for sure. It's personality, and if you get along with someone.
Let me ask you something. Would you potentially date a guy, and I'm using Vegeta as the example, who has killed somebody before?
Well, now you're really killing me.
I'm just saying, like, Vegeta has a huge body count. I'm just wondering if you would accept him if he said he was sorry
those
about
reasons, if the way, like, people trying to kill you, yes. He's killing. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, they're after him, so.
So, as the big Vegeta fan, one last question: what did you think about his portrayal in Resurrection F? And what did you think about what happened with him there? Did you think he should have got the kill? Did you think that he looked good? I think he looked great for the first time. He never in that movie he did not get his ass kicked even in the slightest. He looked great, I think. But you tell me, what do you think?
It was great. I agree 100%. Vegeta was badass again. I love the new outfit. I adore that new outfit. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in Super in the future. Let's freaking hope.
I think it will be.
It better be.
The calendar, so I think it will be.
Okay, good. It's just gonna take forever to wait for that, but not too long. It's just something great to look forward to, considering all the new stuff. But
well, everybody check out MsDBZBabe's YouTube. I'm going to leave the description down below. Go check out her videos. Very, very lovely and talented. And also, I actually really like your live reactions to Dragon Ball Super episodes.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the first video I ever saw of yours was, I think, a live reaction to episode 2, which is pretty recent, because I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing. And you're sitting there screaming and hollering. And I don't want to embarrass you, but it was so funny. You're like,
that's the point. Like, I'm live reacting like to something I've been waiting for how many years, and if it's freaking Vegeta and his family, you never see that. You never. It's just little glimpses, and when you see that and it's like official, I'm flipping out. I'm not holding back.
Do you wish you were Bulma?
Why not?
All right. And with that, thanks everybody for listening, and we'll catch you down the road. Hey, Super Tubers, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and spread the word about the channel, and find me on these social media platforms.